welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
Hi, welcome to Categories. Today we're bringing you a great matchup between two schools from the Blue Valley School District. We have the Blue Valley Southwest Timberwolves and the Blue Valley North Mustangs. Let's go ahead and meet our competitors. First from Blue Valley Southwest.
I'm Pavan Koda and I'm a senior.
I'm Ross Marine, I'm also a senior.
I'm Madeline Fines and I'm a freshman.
I'm Emily Love, I'm a senior.
I'm Grant Laster and I'm a sophomore.
And our competitors from Blue Valley North.
I'm Ashwat Sankar and I'm a senior.
I'm Alex Samuelson and I'm a senior.
I'm David Tauber and I'm a senior.
I'm Vivek Menon and I'm a senior.
I'm Jessie Glick and I'm a junior.
All right, fantastic. Here on Categories, in the first round, we ask a team a question. If they respond correctly, they are awarded a point. If they answer incorrectly, then the other team will get a chance to steal that category. We did a coin toss before we started taping. It was won by the Mustangs. So Blue Valley North, here is the first category. It is science. Scientists advise people to breathe through their noses, not mouths. Why? Vivek?
More direct path to the lungs.
I cannot accept that. Timberwolves, chance to steal this science category. Scientists advise people to breathe through their noses and not mouths. Why? Pavan?
More debris gets trapped by mucous membranes.
That's exactly right. It works as a better filter. Timberwolves, you do get the next category. It is geography. Name the only state in the union where coffee is commercially grown. Ross?
Hawaii.
Hawaii is the correct response. Mustangs, history is the next category. The word means inhabitants of hell. From Asia, they invaded Europe in the 13th century, moving into Hungary and Bulgaria and Russia. Theirs was the empire of the Golden Horde. What were they called? Jessie?
Mongols.
Can I accept Mongols? T-Wolves, you have the chance to steal this history category. Pavan?
The Huns.
It is not the Huns, it is the Tartars, or the Tartars. Friends, where you are at, when you want to call them that. All right, Timberwolves, you do have the next category. It's science, geology. What are the two most immediate and visible effects of plate tectonics? Ross?
Volcanoes and earthquakes.
Those are the two. Literature is the next category for you, Blue Valley North. Sequence of events or related actions describes what story element? Jessie?
Plot.
The plot is correct. Timberwolves, geography is the next category. Rising in the Black Forest of Germany and flowing into the Black Sea, it is one of the most important water trade routes in Europe. What river am I talking about? Ross?
The Elbe.
It is not the Elbe. Mustangs, chance to steal this geography category. Alex?
The Danube.
Pardon me?
The Danube.
Yes, that is correct. U.S. history is the next category, Mustangs, and it's your opportunity here. Who was the Secretary of State that purchased Alaska from the Russians? Alex?
Seward.
Seward is correct. And you have even up the score here at 3 apiece. Southwest, here's the next category for you. It's general knowledge. In the transportation fields, what does ETA stand for? Ross?
Estimated time of arrival.
That is correct. Math is the next category for you, Mustangs. Add 1/2 plus 1/3 plus 1/4. What is the sum? Vivek?
26 over 24.
I will accept that. Or 13/12. I never said you had to reduce, so you're okay. Southwest, you have the next category. It is current events. The U.S. issued a warning to what country over its threat to block a key oil route, the Strait of Hormuz? Pavan?
Iran.
Iran is correct. Mustangs. Next category is film actors. Which actor who had the lead human role in the first Planet of the Apes in the movie in 1968 has a cameo role as an ape? Ashworth.
Charlton Heston.
It is correct, Charlton Heston. Southwest, geography, Europe is your category. What two countries of Europe are both islands and have only one letter difference in their names? Time on that. Blue Valley North, chance to steal this geography Europe question. What two countries of Europe are both islands and have only one letter difference in their names? David.
Ireland and Iceland.
Those are the two. Very good. TV entertainment is the next category for you, Blue Valley North. Who was the first African American to win a Best Actor Emmy? David?
James Earl Jones.
That is incorrect. Southwest, chance to steal this TV entertainment category. Who was the first African American to win a Best Actor Emmy? Ross?
Bill Cosby.
It is Bill Cosby. Very good. Southwest, you do get the next category. It is sports. Italy's Klaus DiBiase shares a record of 5 Olympic diving medals with a diver from the U.S. whose Olympic career lasted from 1976 to 1988. Can you name the U.S. diver who shares this record? Time on that. Mustangs, you have a chance to steal the sports category. Italy's Klaus DiBiase shares the record of 5 Olympic diving medals with a diver from the U.S. whose Olympic career lasted from 1976 to 1988. Can you name the U.S. diver who shares this record? Greg Louganis is the name on that one. Apparently diving not as popular as I once thought it was. All right, Blue Valley North, you do get the next category. It is science and chemistry. This name is given to any substance capable of neutralizing both acids and bases in solution, thereby maintaining the original pH of the solution. What is the term? Vivek?
Buffer.
Buffer is correct. Southwest, you have the next category. It is foreign language. If you are fluent in French, you should have no trouble with this phrase used frequently in English. It's fait accompli. Fait accompli. What does it mean? Fun?
Complete sentence.
Yeah, or complete or completed. Very good. We'll take that. Mustangs. Science, space is your category. Name 3 of the NASA Space Shuttle orbiters. Time on that. Southwest, chance to steal this science space category. Name 3 of the NASA Space Shuttle orbiters. Ross?
The Voyager, the Gemini, and the Mercury.
Cannot accept that. I'm sorry. Look for Columbia, Discovery, Atlantis, Endeavour, or Challenger. Those would be of the space shuttles. Timberwolves, literature is the category. Barbara Tuchman's The March of Folly analyzes a historical phenomenon, the pursuit by governments of policies contrary to their own interests. Her work covers wars from the Trojan War to what conflict? Ross?
The Korean.
It is not the Korean. Mustangs, chance to steal this literature question. Barbara Tuchman's The March of Folly analyzes a historical phenomenon, the pursuit by governments of policies contrary to their own interests. Her work covers wars from the Trojan War to what conflict? Jesse?
Vietnam.
Vietnam is correct. Mustangs, you get the next category. It is fine arts theater. The Kennedy Center kicked off its 2003 season with what might be called the best 3 plays of Tennessee Williams. Name any 2 of them. Timberwolves, same question. You have a chance to steal this category, fine arts theater. The Kennedy Center kicked off its 2003 season with what might be called the best 3 plays of Tennessee Williams. Name any 2 of them. Emily.
The Glass Menagerie and Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
Yep, and the other one was A Streetcar Named Desire. Southwest, you do get the next category. It is military history. Who commanded the British at the Battle of Bunker Hill? Ross?
Cornwallis.
It is not Cornwallis. Blue Valley North, chance to steal this military history question. Who commanded the British at the Battle of Bunker Hill? David?
Howell.
It is not Howell, it is Gage. Gage. Mustangs, you do get the next question. It is general knowledge. What do the following cars have in common? Cadillac, Hudson, LaSalle, and DeSoto. Oshwith.
American cars?
Cannot accept that. Timberwolves, general knowledge. What do the following cars have in common? Cadillac, Hudson, LaSalle, and DeSoto. Ross.
They're explorers.
Yeah, they were all named after explorers. Very good. Southwest, you do to get the next category. It is geography. As the airplane flies 6,757 miles is the distance between Tokyo and what major United States city? Ross.
Los Angeles.
It is not Los Angeles. Mustangs, chance to steal this geography question. As the airplane flies 6,757 miles is the distance between Tokyo and what major United States city? David.
New York City.
It is New York City. Very good. Mustangs, art, sculpture is the next category. Identify the most famous work of architect and sculptor Maya Ying Lin. Southwest, chance to steal this art sculpture question. Identify the most famous work of architect and sculptor Maya Ying Lin. Emily?
The Vietnam Wall.
The Vietnam Wall is correct. Timberwolves, you get the next category. It's literature. Colonel Race, Mrs. Oliver, Tommy and Tuppence Beresford, and Jane Marple. All of these detectives were created by what well-known English author? Agatha Christie is correct, and you got that right before the siren to signify the half, and you have taken a 2-point lead with your score being 11 to Blue Valley North score of 9. At this time in our categories program, we do a campus update with one of the students from each school, and first of all, we're going to go to Ross with Blue Valley Southwest. What's happening with the Timberwolves?
Well, this weekend, our thespian group went to the State Thespian Conference with the Laramie Project, which is quite the honor. And also our novice debaters took second place at the Novice Day Tournament this weekend. And also last week, our girls basketball team picked up their first EKL victory against Blue Valley West. And that's it.
Fantastic. That was well rehearsed. You did a great job on that.
Thank you very much.
All right. And Blue Valley North, we have Vivek. What's happening with the Mustangs?
Well, 2 North students placed 8th at the Debate Coaches Invitational. In addition, the BVN boys basketball team is currently undefeated with a 6-0 record. And finally, FBLA districts are coming up, and they're being hosted at our school in the next month or so.
Awesome. So good stuff happening in the Blue Valley School District. That's a nice job. All right, as we head into the second half, it is our lightning round in which the question is placed on the floor for either team to answer. If a team does respond incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal the point. So here we go, both teams. General knowledge is the category. Which side of aluminum foil around food should face outward in order to absorb heat and cook faster? Ross?
The matte side.
Yeah, the matte or the dull side. Very good. Science, chemistry for both teams. What is the term for the energy required to start a chemical reaction? Pavan. Activation energy. Activation energy. Science, another science question, but this time having to deal with birds. What do dodo birds and kiwi birds have in common? Alex. Flightless. Language for both teams. What French term means cooking with art and high style? Jesse. You need a little more detail. All right, hold on. It's got a timeout. Okay, there we go. Southwest. Language is the category. You have a chance to steal. What French term means cooking with art and high style? Hold on. Grant was actually ringing in beforehand. So we'll go with Grant.
Gourmet.
It is not gourmet. It's haute cuisine. Haute cuisine. Theater for both teams. Don Quixote by Cervantes was made into a very successful musical drama. What is its title? Emily.
Man of La Mancha.
Man of La Mancha. Fine arts, music for both teams. In music, what does the word diminuendo mean? Vivek?
Slower.
Getting softer or slower. Very good. Current events for both teams is the category. Former Prime Minister Portia Simpson, the first female Prime Minister of which Caribbean country, easily beat Andrew Holness in the country's December 29th election? Ross?
The Dominican Republic.
It's not the Dominican Republic. Vivek?
West Indies.
Cannot accept West Indies. We're looking for Jamaica. Jamaica on that one. Literature is the next category for both teams. A famous Scottish-born naturalist writer walked all over North America before the turn of the 20th century. Name him. Look for John Muir. John Muir on that one. U.S. history for both teams. During the Civil War, paper money was issued to help finance the war. What was the popular name for these bills? Alex?
Greenbacks.
Greenbacks is correct. World history for both teams. A Jewish revolt against Roman authority was suppressed in AD 70 when the city of Jerusalem was sacked. Identify the Roman general who led the sack on Jerusalem. Ross?
Yes.
It is not Pompeius. Mustangs, chance to steal this world history category. A Jewish revolt against the Roman authority was suppressed in AD 70 when the city of Jerusalem was sacked. Identify the Roman general who led the sack on Jerusalem. Alex?
Varus.
It is not Varus, it's Titus. Titus. Economics is the next category for both teams. Fairly long question, so please pay attention. What economic theory is defined as follows? Government should reduce taxes, stimulate savings and investment. The increase in business activity will raise more tax revenue despite the decrease in the tax rate. Vivek?
Trickle down.
Cannot accept trickle down. Sorry. Southwest, chance to steal this economics category, and I will start from the beginning. What economic theory is defined as follows? Government should reduce taxes, stimulate savings and investment. The increase in business activity will raise more tax revenue despite the decrease in the tax rate and allow the market economy to operate with relative freedom. Ross.
Laissez-faire.
It is not laissez-faire, it is supply-side economics. Supply-side economics. General knowledge, animals. What were the first two kinds of animals domesticated by humankind? Madeline.
Dogs and cats.
It is not dogs and cats. Sorry. Blue Valley North, chance to steal this general knowledge category regarding animals. What were the first two kinds of animals domesticated by humankind? Jesse?
Horses and cattle.
It is not horses and cattle. Sheep and goats. Sheep and goats. Both teams, music composers is the category. Which of the following composers, it's multiple choice, which of the following composers is most famous for church music? Is it Johann Sebastian Bach, Frédéric Chopin, Maurice Ravel, or Giuseppe Verdi? Alex? Bach is correct. And you have narrowed the gap to 1 point. Southwest leads 14 to North 13. U.S. geography is the next category. Several important islands are in New York Harbor. Bedloes Island is the site of the Statue of Liberty. What nearby island was the gateway to America? Alex?
Ellis Island.
Ellis Island is correct, and you have even up the score at 14 apiece. Science, anatomy for both teams. Muscles which tend to move a structure such as a limb laterally are referred to as what? Pavan?
Adductors.
Yes, we will accept that. Very good. Sports is the next category, more specifically sports history. What did the New York Yankees do in 1966 for the first time in 54 years? Ross?
Repeat World Series.
Cannot accept that. Mustangs, chance to steal the sports history category. What did the New York Yankees do in 1966 for the first time in 54 years? Ashworth?
Win 3 championships in a row.
Cannot accept that either. They actually opposite. They finished last. They finished last. Current events for both teams. Meryl Streep's performance in the new movie The Iron Lady has received rave reviews. Who does she portray? Alex?
Margaret Thatcher.
Margaret Thatcher, and once again we have a tie score. Literature for both teams. Edgar Allan Poe said it should be complete and self-contained and short enough to be read in one sitting. Most of all, it should have one definite internal unity. Of what literary form? Ross?
The short story.
The short story is correct. Science, agriculture for both teams. Without scientific help in the form of genetic engineering, the world's most popular fruit may not survive another 10 years due to uncontrollable diseases. Name the fruit. Ross?
Apple.
It is not the apple. Mustangs, chance to steal the science agriculture question. Without scientific help in the form of genetic engineering, the world's most popular fruit may not survive another 10 years due to uncontrollable diseases. Name the fruit. Jesse?
Tomato?
It is not the tomato. It's the banana. It has no natural defenses. I did not know that. Math, geometry is the next category for both teams. If a circle has a radius of 20 inches and a square is inscribed in the circle, what is the length of a diagonal of the square? Vivek?
40.
40 is correct, and we're again tied at 16 apiece. U.S. history for both teams. Multiple choice. The doctrine of manifest destiny was most closely associated with which of the following wars involved in the United States? The Civil War, the War of 1812, World War I, World War II. Alex?
War of 1812.
Cannot accept that, sorry. Timberwolves, you have a chance to steal this U.S. history category. The doctrine of manifest destiny was closely associated with which of the following wars involved the United States? Civil War, the War of 1812, the World War I, World War II, or the Spanish-American War? Emily?
The Spanish-American War.
Spanish-American War is correct. Religion is the next category. For both teams, identify the first person who met Jephthah when he came home victorious from battle. The story is told in the biblical book of Judges. Ross?
David.
It is not correct. Mustangs, chance to steal this religion question. Identify the first person who met Jephthah when he came home victorious from battle. The story is told in the biblical book of Judges. Jesse?
Joseph?
That is incorrect. We're just looking for his daughter for the answer. General knowledge. Speaking of marriage, I don't know why we're speaking of that, but that's the question. The Romans believed that a nerve or artery ran directly from the third finger, left hand, to the heart. What's the significance of that? Ross?
It's the ring finger.
It is the ring finger. General knowledge again for both teams. In which card game is the winner left holding all 52 cards? Ross?
52 card pickup.
Incorrect. I don't think there's a winner to that one. All right, Mustangs, you have a chance to steal this question. In which game or card game is the winner left holding all 52 cards? David?
Go fish.
It is not Go Fish. It is War. We're not going to challenge on that one. Here we go. Next question for both teams. U.S. history quotes, in 1968, what American leader prophetically declared, I have looked over and I've seen the promised land? Ross?
Martin Luther King.
That is correct. You've opened up a bit of a lead here, 19-16. U.S. history, railroads. The Transcontinental Railroad was completed in 1869 when the Union Pacific Line, starting in Omaha, Nebraska, met the Central Pacific Line, starting from a city in California. What city was the starting point of the Central Pacific Line? Ross?
San Francisco.
It is not San Francisco. Mustangs, chance to steal on this railroads question. Transcontinental Railroad was completed in 1869 when the Union Pacific Line starting from Omaha, Nebraska, met the Central Pacific Line starting from a city in California. What city was the starting point of the Central Pacific Line? Jesse.
Sacramento.
It is Sacramento. World geography for both teams. In which country would you find Mount Cook and Cook Strait, both named for the explorer upon his arrival there in 1769? Ashwith.
Canada.
It is not Canada. Timberwolves, chance to steal this world geography question. We will finish off with this question. In which country would you find Mount Cook and the Cook Strait, both named for the explorer upon his arrival there in 1769? Ross.
South Africa.
It is not South Africa. It is New Zealand. New Zealand. No point awarded on that one, but Blue Valley Southwest did come out with a 2-point victory with a score of 19. Blue Valley North 17. Another well-competed game here on categories. Please join us again here next time as we will bring you the best and brightest minds, high school minds, throughout the state or throughout the Johnson County area.